Let's go back to the South-South. I understand correspondent Dobra Timmy Wood, who reported earlier that everybody was waiting, is back online. I hope they've stopped waiting and that there's actual progress. Hi, Dobra.
Hi.
What's going on?
Voting, and it's beautiful to see because there were lots of people I saw yesterday that partook in the protest, and I've seen them this morning, and they've all voted. Now, INEC was very, very swift. When they started bringing in the materials, they distributed it along the polling units and had the people on queue, and they have started voting. Now, you know, earlier on when we spoke, there were concerns about the reduction of the numbers compared to yesterday. Now, the people at the polling units made use of social media. I was listening in, and the person you're speaking to was talking about using social media. The people here use social media a lot. They were going live, there were videos asking people, oh, the materials are here, please come and vote, and the number has been increasing by the minute. In fact, if you look behind me, the reason why the numbers are so small is because they are voting, and it's a very fast process here.
Can I follow up with that and say that, you know, you expressed concern about the numbers you were seeing yesterday and the numbers you saw earlier on today when you first reported. From all indications, those numbers have improved significantly. Am I right?
Yes, they've improved significantly. And now, another thing to consider, this is Sunday, so some people were in church. Service is over. They use social media, and people are trooping into the different polling units.
It does appear that, I don't want to use all's well that ends well, but it does appear as if the temperature has dropped in terms of the tension as people are now able to exercise their franchise. And then, of course, what all the other processes that we expect that will follow that. Is that what is on ground?
Absolutely correct. The temperature has really dropped. Early in the morning, tempers were flaring. The place was looking really agitated. Right now, people are giving each other high fives. They are smiling. They are coming to me. You recognize me. Yesterday, I was angry. I voted. Look at myself. You know, people are really excited, and they are very, very hopeful that the process will continue to be smooth.
When is it that you estimate that the voting aspect will be over, and then the other aspects will begin? What have you been told by the officials? Is it that for as long as there are people on the queue waiting to be accredited to vote, then the voting continues?
Yes. As long as there are people on the queue waiting to be voted, then the voting continues. Remember, when INEC released the timeline, they said 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, we're still within that time bracket. So now, for this polling units, the people aren't so much, and it's reducing fast. But for other polling units, Ward 6, Ward 8, Ward 14, the crowd there is so much. So it is as long as you're on the queue and you've been accredited, you will vote.
I wonder if it's possible for you, Dobra. I know that you're quite a distance away from the people at the polling unit. I wonder if it's possible to speak to one or two of them just to get their the feel from them directly, because that will be quite significant given the issues that have been raised. Is that something that can be arranged?
I think in a bit. I'm a bit distant from them because I needed them not to come crowd and they are so joyous. If they see that they are alive, they would come crowd and say they voted. I may go start chatting them.
Okay.
So we need to be very, very careful.
We'll wait. Fair enough. Fair enough on that point. But can I, before we go off from you, I'm saying that there are people who appear to just be standing around. Is it so? Do we assume that these are people who have voted and who are just waiting for the process to move on to the next stage, which is probably the collation and the announcement of polling unit results? Is that what we have? That's question one. Second is
that's exactly what's happening. Yes.
Okay, and then my second question on that is that within the vicinity, we've been very serious about security. People have been very concerned about security. What's the security arrangement like where you are? It's a big open field, and there seems to be more than one polling unit there. So what's the security like, especially as now the process has begun?
Okay, so before I come to that, I'll answer your earlier question. Yes, most of the people hanging around have already voted, and now this election is different from any other election I've ever experienced because people are not just voting and going home; they are voting actually sitting and waiting to experience the sorting and the counting process. They need to be sure that their votes are counted and it's reflected. Now, regarding security, it's a very peaceful atmosphere. At the earlier polling units 18, 19, you see lots of security officials, and I overheard some voters being grateful. In fact, they said one thing they are so grateful for this election is the visible presence of security operatives. I wish I can pan over there. I can count just looking at up to 7 police officers. Now it has been increased up to 9 police officers. I'm looking at them right now. They are standing, so everybody is seeing them. So there's no tension of any breakout of crime. No, nothing like that. People are so sure and they feel very, very safe. That is why the process is going on smoothly and peacefully.
Indeed, a happy story you are reporting now, Dobra. So want to thank you. Of course, we will return to you when the next stage is about to start, when the voting has ended, and then now people are talking about, as you said, waiting around for the sorting, for the counting, and then, of course, for the collation. We'll expect to hear from you at that point. Thank you so much, Dobra Timi Wood from Yenagua in Bayelsa State.